Well, the losses continue to happen. First off, before I go into the other things, there was a helicopter and passenger plane collision on the East Coast. Um, for those whose families will suffer because of it, my heart goes out to you. But to the liberals and the right or left wing media that want to turn this into it's because of what Trump's doing. Listen, what Trump's doing has just begun. He hasn't had time to destroy everything yet. This was an accident. This is an accident. Let's not degrade the lives of the people that suffered from this accident by trying to turn it into a political talking point like the right wing would do. If Biden would have been inaugurated 10 days ago, they would have blamed it all on him. That's what they do. I'm not going to do that. These people that got killed, hurt, deserve better than that. The American people deserve better than that. And while what he's going to do will cause disruptions in every aspect of this country, this was not a direct effect of that. The shakeup at the top doesn't trickle down to the professionals at the bottom yet. It's coming. It will. It'll affect them eventually. But moving on, so the freeze federal funds is over. They realized after a couple days that while they're in charge right now, they don't own the country, and they still have one little issue, and it's called the American people to deal with. So there you go. Pushback is a real thing. As for the Venezuelans, if anyone didn't know, they have temporary protected status in this country. That is now coming to an end. A large portion of the Venezuelan populace that lives in this country were Trump supporters. Why? It's got to be the religious aspect. I don't know what. I'm guessing they're Catholics for the most part. Maybe abortion was their reasoning. I don't. It doesn't matter at this point. For those that supported Trump that are Venezuelan that are now worried they're going to be sent back, well, sorry about your luck. You effed around and you just found out. For those that didn't support him and are Venezuelan, sorry about the other idiots that you have to live around or deal with. Because that's all it is, stupidity. He told you what he was going to do. You know, we keep saying it. He told you what he's going to do. Here you go. Another interesting tidbit is now he wants to put 30,000 prisoners at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. You know, what better way to hide them from prying eyes like news media and their treatment and how they're being treated than to put them on an island that most Americans just can't go check out. But 30,000, so I'll give him that. I mean, he's shooting for a big number. I mean, he's really, really, really trying to compete with Hitler. I'm just reading this. I was just looking at the stats on Nuremberg prison. It was able to hold 1,200 prisoners. I don't know over the time it was actually being used, how many actually were brought there and killed. But yeah, obviously he's shooting for a bigger number. And at this point, if you still haven't realized what they're trying to do, listen, Donald Trump is the problem. He is the problem. He's just like Musk. For those of you who think Musk built a rocket, he didn't build shit. He hired smart people to do that work. He had an idea. He hired smart people to do it. Trump's an idiot. But he hates people of color. And so, like Musk, he's not smart enough to do all this by himself, but he's hiring the right criminal mindset to try to get it, done. So yeah, he's still not a genius by any means. And the people around him are just they're educated idiots, is what I call them, with very bad morals, very bad morals. And yeah, so they're the ones that are actually, helping him accomplish this, and they're doing a piss poor job of it, to be honest. We're supposed to be, minus about 11, 12 million people at this point, and they're still here. They're still here. They've deported a few, but they got a shit ton more to go to get to 11, 12 million. Fucking morons. What else has happened? What other failures has occurred? If you don't think that this is a white only country is what they're trying to get to, if you don't believe, go read some stuff. Don't go watch a movie that's based half on truth and half on big explosions. Go watch how the German people, not the Jewish people, how the German people were treated in Germany during World War II and before that, where they had their cops and military people roaming the streets, looking at your papers, harassing citizens. You had families that were afraid to talk to one another because if they said the wrong thing and this family member went to the Nazi high command and said, hey, I got a relative that's talking this way, you could end up in prison. Jewish people were not the only ones that ended up in these shitholes. So yeah, go look at that. And if that's your idea of a dream situation, then you're on the right side of you're in the group that you need to be in. For the rest of us, and for those of us that wouldn't want to live in that situation, go read what it was like to be a German citizen during those times. That's what they're headed to. And let's just put it out there. You fucked around, you're about to find out. And you're slowly finding out as he keeps talking about everything that he's just going to destroy. They're not talking about building this country up. I haven't heard one word out of any one of their mouths about what they're building up. All I've heard is what they're tearing apart. So you might want to go check before it's too late. Just, a little easy reading. If you have trouble falling asleep, buy a book. So yeah, the clown show continues, as stupefying as it is. If you haven't checked them out, go check out Sons of Liberty. There's two groups that use that name. You're looking for the one that has Big Sarge as the creator of it. Resistance is going to be a real thing. It's going to have to be. And for all you Bible-carrying hypocrites who want to keep trying to throw your peace and love toward me, I don't need it. I don't need it. You know who needs it? The people whose lives are being disrupted right now. Put your Bible down. Actually, don't put it down. Read it. And when you don't find anywhere in there that talks, Jesus himself was an immigrant, an illegal immigrant. Holy shit, didn't realize it. Because the white Jesus that you all have on your wall, that's not him. If the man was real, he would not be white. Sorry to tell you that. Could you imagine his dad's surprise when a white baby popped out? Had to have been a shock to his system. Yeah, so read your Bible, then put it down after you don't find anything that says take care of everybody but immigrants. And when you get done reading about how you should take care of the widow and the orphan and the alien and all that good stuff that's in that book, Surprise. I know things. I'm not an expert by any means, but yeah, you read what you don't know so that you know when it comes time to talk about it. And it's a very boring read, by the way. But anyway, do that, then put the book wherever you keep it so that all your family and friends can see it and know that you're just that awesome Christian that you are. And then go outside and actually go help somebody. Don't preach to me. Go preach to the ones that might actually want to hear the words, that might need to hear the words right now. How about we do that? No? That's too hard. That requires you to actually be more than just someone sitting at a keyboard letting everyone know what a Christian you are. Okay. Anyhow, go check out Sons of Liberty. Great channel. Good information. And if you really, really don't like Donald Trump like I do, you'll love the content. So I'm going to sign you off with the music that I picked out for this clown show, just for you guys.